Hello everybody, welcome or welcome back. Today's video is going to be a book haul. I have accumulated quite a few books over the past week or two. Let me just preface this by saying I have been doing a lot of book shopping recently, buying more books in a bulk than I usually would. I usually will just buy like maybe a book, two books, a couple books at a time. I try not to buy books too much. Like I really try. My goal for the year is for my TBR to be shorter than it was at the start of the year, and so far I am succeeding at that. So I'm not trying to throw that off or just have a million books. That's not the goal of this. Recently, I have been saying in a couple of videos, and I've just been feeling like my TBR has not really been inspiring me. Like I said, with me trying to get my TBR down, I have just been reading all the books on my TBR. I'm not replenishing it as much, and if I want to read a book, I'll buy the book and then read it. I don't have a lot of books on hand that I'm really excited to read, so I thought, I haven't done like a big book spree, got a nice like new selection of books since April, my birthday, so I thought, okay, it's autumn, new season, gonna buy a bunch of books. Next time I'll probably get a bunch of books at Christmas. I think it's a good time, and you know, you gotta treat yourself every once in a while. Now that we got that out of the way, that little premise, yeah, I'm gonna take you through all the books that I bought. Obviously I've not read them yet, so I can't tell you anything about them. First things first, I got Heartless by Elsie Silver. I also got Flawless by Elsie Silver a couple weeks later. This is to complete my Chestnut Springs collection. I now have all the Chestnut Springs books because I originally read these on Kindle, and I wasn't sure if I was going to buy the paperbacks because I was like, I don't know if I like the series. After I read Heartless, I was like, okay, I like it now. So I bought the next three books and then didn't love the next three books that much. So the only book that I really like from this series is Heartless, but since I have three of them, I had to finish the set off. You get these in the 3 for £6 book deal at the works, so I got these two. This is the first book, this is the second book in Chestnut Springs. This one is, I think, Boss's daughter, I think, and it's like a bull rider, forced proximity kind of situation. Cute, cool, whatever. Heartless, which is my favourite of the series, is single dad, nanny. It's great. This one for me is the most like cowboy on a farm, like small towny. I feel like some of the other ones, like they say that they are small town. This is a small town cowboy series and it's just not giving that for me, but this one is definitely giving that. So we've got these. Now books that I actually have not read. Hello Stranger by Catherine Center. This is actually going to be a gift for my sister. I already told her that I bought it, but I just saw this when me and my mum were out, and my sister really loved The Bodyguard. My sister's not a big reader. She's always said like, I can't read, which obviously she can, but that's just how she is. She picked that one up, and she picked it up before we went on a flight somewhere, and she read it through the whole flight, through the whole car journey after the flight, and she texted me that night like, I loved that book so much, that was like the best experience ever. So that was really wholesome. It was like, it made me feel really good that I was able to like share something that I love so much with her. So I thought, hey, she liked that Catherine Center, maybe she just really loves Catherine Center's writing, or maybe it was a one-off, but either way, why not? Oh my goodness, so this is about an artist who gets diagnosed with probably temporary condition known as face blindness. So she can still see, but every face she looks at is now a jumbled puzzle. Well, that wouldn't be very good as an artist, would it? Is this a love triangle? Okay, scared, but I'll probably read it as well. Next, we have the Prison Healer trilogy. I've had this trilogy on my wish list since last time this year, actually, I think. Yeah, just another hyped up fantasy series that I've seen all over the interwebs. So it's about a girl who works as a healer in a prison, and then a rebel queen arrives at the prison, and Iva, who is the girl that we're following, has to look after her. But then she volunteers to take the queen's place for something. Very interesting. I'm very much looking forward to reading this. I probably will we'll pick it up soon actually. Okay, next I got Daydream by Hannah Grace. This is part of the Maple Hills series of like interconnected, it's like an interconnected college romance series. I think the first one, I think they all are hockey players, but I don't know how hockey surrounding it is, you know what I mean? Icebreaker was the first one, which I really liked. Wildfire was the second one, which I also enjoyed. And I got the physical copy of Wildfire. I don't have the physical copy of Icebreaker yet, but I think I might need to get it to complete my little series. But this is Daydream, the third book, and I was so excited about this book because first off we have Henry, who is present in the other books, and he's one of my favorite characters that Hannah Grace has. And then do you see this girl? Do you see what she's wearing? That is indeed a folklore cardigan. So hey, we've got some, there's some good odds that I'm going to enjoy it. Also, can you see where they are? They're in a library. See what she's holding? Some books. I mean, we're off to a good start. So what is this about? I think that this is like a tutor situation, which, oh my god, I might need to read this like really soon. I'm actually kind of geeking over this. I actually kind of really want to read this. Okay, yeah, so I think it's like a tutor, you tutor me and then I'll be a friend kind of situation, like popular guy, shy girl. I think that might be what's going on here. I'm very excited about reading this. I know people have like opinions on this series, specifically Icebreaker. Hey, I like it. I liked it. Hey, sue me. Okay. Next we have Nothing Like the Movies by Lynn Painter. So this is the follow-up book to Better Than the Movies, which I feel like is Lynn Painter's most popular book. I read that last summer. I don't actually have a physical copy of Better Than the Movies. I might need to get it, but I liked it. I didn't love it. I wasn't obsessed with it. I read it on my Kindle, but I did like it enough that this sounded really interesting to me. So like I said, it's following on from that book, and in that book we see Wes and Liz in high school, like falling in love, starting their relationship, but by the point of this book they are going to college and they have broken up. And from what I heard, I think that this book is more so coming from Wes's point of view, Wes's background, and it's kind of like him trying to get Liz back, which sounds really good. I'm really excited to read this. Yeah. Next book we have, I'm very excited about this, we have Death at Morning House by Maureen Johnson. Maureen Johnson is one of my absolute favourite YA mystery authors. She wrote the Truly Devious series, which I love. I was kind of hoping for the next book in the Truly Devious series, Maureen, but I will take this for now. This is obviously a little bit of a different direction. Did anyone mention you're taking over for a dead guy? Oh goodness gracious, no. So something happens at Marlowe's previous job. I think she sets a fire, which is unfortunate, so she needs a new job, a new summer job. She ends up at Morning House and she's giving tours, and I think that there is maybe some death and maybe some mystery and maybe some confusion over what's happening at this place called Morning House. It is the season for the YA mystery for me personally, although this is a summer job, but I think we can get away with it. Oh yeah, very excited about this. I always love having a new YA mystery on my TBR because I feel like there aren't that many. Maybe I'm just like unaware of them. I always say this, but I've not been made aware of them. So yeah, it's always exciting when I find another one. I'm really, really excited about this. Next I got The Nightingale by Kristen Hannah. I have just heard so many people talking about Kristen Hannah's books and how much they love them, and this one really, really stood out to me. It takes place, you can see on here, France 1940, and it is about two sisters who are kind of like separated in the war, obviously 1940 war times. So I'm pretty sure it's just like the story of these women and what it's like to be a woman during World War II. And I'm very, very excited about this. I love historical fiction, especially books set in wartime that aren't specifically about like war. I've heard only incredible things, and I'm excited to potentially get into more of her books, hopefully. This one is so exciting as well. Okay, similar vein, I got Lovely War by Julie Berry. So I saw Destiny Sidwell read this, And as soon as she held this book up and said that she was reading it or had read it, I was like, oh, that is a bit of me. Another wartime situation. This just so happens to be apparently a romance. I think it's kind of giving like romance mixed with historical fiction, mixed with just like a general like story. Like I think it's not like a romance, but it's a love story, you know what I'm saying? So excited about reading this, and it is the floppiest book you ever did see, so only good things. I think it's about 4 people. I think it's 2 romances. A classic pianist from London, a British would-be architect turned soldier, a Harlem-born ragtime genius in the US Army, and a Belgian orphan with a gorgeous voice and a devastating past. Their story is told by goddess Aphrodite, who must spin the tale or face judgment on Mount Olympus, is filled with hope and heartbreak, prejudice and passion, and reveals that though war is a formidable force, it's no match for the transcendent power of love. Are you kidding me? A book about love during war, told by Aphrodite. That is crazy. Okay, I'm so excited about reading this. This has 5-star potential. Better be a 5-star. I'm gonna. Next, I picked up these 2 books, Stay and Good Boy. Oh. So I picked these up from the works. I was just like browsing and I noticed these, and I noticed that they were by Elle Kennedy and Serena Bowen. Elle Kennedy is an author who I really, really love, and I've never seen these before. So I thought, hey, why not? Short little romances. They do have, look at those spines. They're absolutely hideous. But nonetheless, oh god, they really are just disgusting. I hate that so much. Whatever. I love Elle Kennedy, so I thought 2 little romances for the shelf. Nice short romances are always good to have on hand, so picked these up. Ooh, god, I don't like that. I think this is kind of giving like an online start to the romance, which I always enjoy. I love like a text back and forth, like kind of situation, a message board, whatever it is, blah blah blah. I always think that's really fun. So this kind of sounds really interesting to me. I think it's going to be cute. I think it's going to be kind of cringe, but hopefully cringe in a good way. So this is about a girl who's hosting her brother's wedding, and I think it's like a romance with the best man, but it's kind of like a, probably not enemies to lovers, but kind of like a, you know, I don't like you kind of situation. Fun, cool. We have Wild Love by Elsie Silver. I feel like some people would call me crazy for reading another Elsie Silver book. I don't have anything against Elsie Silver, but out of the 5 Elsie Silver books that I've read, I have really liked 1 and been okay with another 2. 2 of them I did not like at all. So it's not amazing odds, and I just don't have the best things to say. But this new series that she's doing really, really intrigues me. It's a spin-off of Chestnut Springs, and it is apparently all single dad. My favourite Elsie Silver book that I read was Heartless, which is single dad, so I was like, okay, maybe we're going to bring a bit more of that Heartless flavour into these books. I would be down for that. People have had amazing things to say. I mean, people have had amazing things to say about all of her books, so that doesn't exactly make me feel super hopeful, but I don't know, I just have a feeling I'm gonna like it and I want to give her another chance. This is also like billionaire, romance, single dad, I don't even know. Fingers crossed. I really, really, really want to love. I really, really do, so let's hope. And last but certainly not least, we have The Wishing Game by Meg Schaefer. This is quite different from me because it's kind of giving more of just like a fiction, general fiction book, which I don't usually go for, but cute little slim book. I thought, hey, why not? This is about a teacher's aide who really wants to adopt a former student, but she does not have the means. And then this writer says he's holding a competition to win a copy of his new book, which is like the most sought after book in the world right now, and would like obviously be able to change Lucy's life and give her the funds to be able to adopt this Christopher character. I don't know, it sounds very, very interesting, very different. I'm excited to give it a chance. Those are all the books that I've gotten recently. I have a nice little stack of some new books. I'm so excited to read so many of these, which is such a nice feeling because I haven't been that excited to read a lot of books recently. So I'm feeling good about this haul. That is going to be it from me. I really hope you enjoyed. Look out in future videos. I'm sure I will have plenty of these included in what I'm reading in the next few months. Thank you for watching, and I will hopefully see you again next time. Bye!